There's so much I haven't seen.
Hey, this guy right here, one of the hip hop entrepreneurs.
These are some serious allegations.
Usher, when yeah, Toronto, we come to your city, Atlanta. 2020, but I can't see 20, but I can't see Dallas.
Dallas?
Play whatever you want to play, baby.
That's gross. Like, he taking it up to da-da-da-da. You know, like, there's a lot of that chattering going around and a lot of that homophobic energy.
Bro ain't gay, but he be playing with them sticks. No Diddy.
I was watching Surviving Diddy today. You can't even see a defense. You can't. If you can see a defense, tell me what your prescription is. Are you wearing contacts? Are you wearing glasses? What is going on with your vision?
Because it's the juice. And if you don't have the juice, you don't have it. So if you don't have the juice, you can't capitalize.
Fill the room with the juice. That's a lot of loot. That big fire. Yeah, she coming.
As some of you may know, at least if you've been on my channel for quite some time, I used to work with somebody who worked with P.Diddy. And I've always felt and known that there's something off over there. Always. But I didn't really know anything because it was all speculation. So the way this situation has been spiraling has been very interesting. I mean, damn near diabolical at this point. It's just crazy. I feel like it's never going to end. And if anything, we haven't even touched the damn tip of the iceberg. Like, we haven't even seen it yet. We're still sailing the Titanic. And I was watching Surviving Diddy today.
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Oh, Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Eva Baroni Combs. Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents that, but you're my child also. But please tell the story.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up and said to come inside and play with his kids.
I will link the video down. It's part 2. And I saw things in that video that I have not seen before. And I'm not gonna lie, I thought I've seen pretty much everything, or at least a big majority of things that were weird, sketchy, or just sideways, if you want to say it that way, about P.Diddy. But in this video, I was seeing things that I never seen, never heard before. And as you can see, I'm stuttering. It had me very much speechless, absolutely confused. So today we are going to watch Diddy sus moments. This video was created 2 years ago. I want to watch it with you guys because I at this point I'm like, what have I not seen? Like, clearly there are things I haven't seen. I went into watching that video as if I knew everything. I came out of it like, whoa, I didn't know anything. Or at least there was just certain details that I didn't know that just seemed so unbelievably excruciating, especially for anybody that actually had to deal with this person, work with this person, be around this person. It had me mind blown. But if you're brand new here and you're just now seeing me for the first time, my name is Pearl and we do commentary and reaction videos over here. And it has just been one hell of a month. I don't know about you guys. Obviously, it's been a while since I've been on this screen. I think my last video was on March 2nd, but I just needed some time. I'm gonna be honest. I just needed some time. There's a lot going on in the world, and the energy is peak. It's peak. And Cat Williams was not lying when he said that this is going to be the year of exposure, because I don't even think it's just exposure of like the media and these personalities and these influencers and these celebrities, but I think there's a lot of exposure going on internally too with other people that maybe are intuitive enough to feel it. I don't know. You let me know down below. Are you feeling it? Do you feel it? Are you with me? Are you not with me? Because I feel like Pisces season was extremely, extremely intuitive. I mean, my dreams have been out of this freaking world. I literally feel as if I'm there in person. Like, if something's happened to me in the dream, I can feel it in real life, and then I wake up with the sensation of it happening. It's actually really scary. But yeah, so this video, Diddy sus moments, it's about 14 minutes, and again, 2 years ago. So let's just see what this is about, because At this point, I feel like, what else do I not know? Let me just say this before we start this video. When I heard whatever, that there's apparently an audio of Meek Mill and Diddy, and then apparently Diddy, Rick Ross, that apparently they're all gay. And like, I think this situation, especially it being in the black community, has made it seem as if like that's a bad thing, a wrong thing. Like, oh my God, that's gross. Like he taking it up to da 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 da. You know, like there's a lot of that chattering going around and a lot of that homophobic energy.
Bro ain't gay, but he be playing with them sticks. No Diddy. In love with old white dead men. No Diddy. Took her shopping, that's what you want, just put it in. No Diddy. Really lit, they say my music touching kids. No Diddy. I'm a bad boy, but I don't even know Diddy.
But I don't even think it's about that. I think it's just more so about hiding what you clearly think is wrong, because that's the only reason why you're going to these lengths, to try to hide it. But apparently it couldn't have been hidden that well. I feel like there's so many of us that have heard these rumors.
Usher, you know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go hang with some girls.
A man after my heart. That's what I'm talking about.
For so long. I mean, for forever. I don't even know where to begin. Let's begin.
I'm like Kennedy. You feel me? He like Clinton. I was the president for shit.
Birdman.
Yeah.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work.
It's enough.
Yeah.
I get it. You got it.
You look beautiful. It was a great move.
Gay.
Yeah. Yeah, I love this drink.
I'm done.
You like this, Daddy?
I seen this one.
When you scrambling and scraping for shit. I like that.
You know, I've been practicing. I got look back on where I became.
Did you miss me though? For real? Because I'm saying it seems like a thing.
It's
his birthday party,
man.
Man, but I'm talking about for your birthday.
Did you miss me?
Why won't you party with me for your birthday, man?
We partied for my birthday before. You came to my party.
No, but me and you ain't never really party. You know what I'm saying?
So it's the end of the night and it was
I have not seen this. What is happening in the Cat Williams? What is going on?
Yeah, Toronto, we come to your city, Atlanta, Dallas. Play whatever you want to play, baby. Just here, you know what I'm saying?
He looks like he's...
Shake to that.
He looks like he's on something.
That works to survive.
Heard that from people who work for Bad Boy, who've now departed.
Is that picture real?
Gays who were in Bad Boy, who have in fact told that he likes women, so he would in fact have to be bisexual. I've heard Sean Combs is in fact bisexual. From people who used to work in this company. So I'm assuming I'm not sexually Sean Combs. I've not spoke to Sean Combs. But based on those sources, I've heard he's in fact bisexual.
So that is a real picture of the Rick Ross one? I never seen it. Who is that? There's so much I haven't seen.
Hey, this guy right here, one of the hip-hop entrepreneur young legends. He's in my gang. He gets money. Yes, he does.
Yes.
let it flow, let it flow, let it flow.
Wow. This is amazing.
What was that? I've never seen that.
As far as like,
I've seen this, I think.
that,
Yeah, The
if I can
Bodyguard.
say this, like, you have a girl being sexual to this one guy, maybe going down on him, and he's back there rolling his eyes, he hiding the mother,
and when he put his head down, it's one of them white boys sucking on him.
Oh.
You understand? That has happened. You understand what I'm saying? Then you got these guys who, they go into these Turkish houses. Once you get to that door, you don't go back in there. But you know what they do in them Turkish houses. Well, you can assume what they do, quote unquote, in those Turkish.
Was Puffy really a fun boy?
Listen, I never seen him in the act with another man alone. Now, he's that type of dude, he'll take his baby mama with you and your girlfriend and your mans in them, and they'll go out and they do all kind of freaky shit with each other together. You know what I'm saying? The only fun boy shit that I ever seen him do, we was in one of those exotic shops. Yo, I'm gonna turn this shit out, because this shit was funny. We was in Atlanta. We go to those exotic shops where you get all kind of, like, they buy oils, dildos,
the sex shop.
Spooky! Yeah, you know what I'm saying? All kind of shit. So they would just give him a brown paper bag. And they wouldn't even, he'd never put his shit out on the counter when we get ready to take it out. He would always just give a man a wad of money. So they just thought it was cool. So they'll give him a brown bag, he'll go through that. So one day I was walking down the aisle with him. And so then he just stopped. And he just started picking this shit up off the aisle. And he was getting, he went up there like several times just getting shit down. And so then I pinned in on what he was, where he was getting it from. And because I was just staying a couple of feet behind him.
Okay.
So when I went by, I looked up. I said, yo. And I seen the shit up there that said butt plugs. And I said, yo, man, what'd you get this shit for? And the nigga said, yo, on everything I love, man. He said, yo, Rec, he said, yo, can I do my shopping by myself? Yo, hold on. You know I'm with the shit. We love it, Rec.
Anything about...
Can I just say this? Let's just say the allegations weren't the allegations, right? And it was just him apparently being gay, bisexual, whatever. He could just come out and say that and own it. But it's so... past that. It's so unbelievably past that, to where it's like you can't even see a defense. You can't if you can see a defense, tell me what your prescription is. Are you wearing contacts? Are you wearing glasses? What is going on with your vision? Like that's where I'm at with it, because I really was just like, let me just sit behind and just watch this for a little bit. Like I was on Law and Crime. Like let me just see what's really going on. And then after I saw that Surviving Diddy video, I said, oh, this is so much bigger than what I was even thinking. This man is doing stuff that is just, it's unforgivable. It's done. It's over. It's tarnished. If you're not in prison or jail for the rest of your life, I don't know where else you're supposed to be other than hell. And I say that honestly, because it's just like, what? Why? And I really try to tell myself to not think that people with money are all like this. I really, really do. But damn. And then he is Scorpio on top of it, sir. The secrets, they so deep, I already know. With Scorpio, they are deep.
The rumors about Puffy being gay or any of that. Does that shock you? Or is that kind of like yeah, I can see that?
Yeah, because see, I don't have to actually see two men engage in sexual activity to say he's gay.
Usher, I'm living in that.
I moved
I seen this.
to New York City.
I ain't seen the last one.
And
though.
I lived with Sean Puffy Camp for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor
L.A.
Camp.
Reid.
To learn some...
Flavor Camp!
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but
No,
it
not
was
really.
curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
see
went
it.
there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place. And I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans.
And your parents were
Mary
okay.
J. Blige. They didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time.
Which is even
Are
worse,
you doing
really.
any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And what kind, do you have money?
That's just so fun.
Just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close to the bed, but it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No, I definitely didn't have to do it.
I saw this a long time ago.
First and foremost,
I remember this.
Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed at all. Usher look like he fresh off the goddamn plane.
Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like that's how. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes.
And that's the lyric right there. Where I was like,
yo, what the fuck did Puff just say?
Well, as a single man, you know what I'm saying, I
Kevin.
had no shame in my game with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I was at the time. And we went to Florida. We got invited to a Puffy party, the New Year's Eve party. Went to the party.
All dudes?
Yeah, nah, it was actually a good party. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I've heard this.
South Beach, right?
Right.
So then we go to the house, and then he invited us to the house because he wanted to go to the club afterwards, right? I was like, okay, cool. So Superhead is with me, you know what I'm saying? Karen is with me, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Superhead. Yeah. So she takes me,
this is Exhibit, I believe.
He calls me outside. He's like, hey, man,
I think I've heard it.
That girl you know about the girl you. I was like, yeah, nigga, everybody know about. You know what I'm saying? What's happening? He's like, that's the devil, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what you mean that's the devil?
The devil got a pretty mouth.
Yeah, I was like, what you mean that's the devil? And then he was like, yeah, man, she videotaped your fingers in the boot.
That's a new
movie.
You know
what I'm saying? I was
the
like,
devil
what?
sucks penis.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Rewind. I heard a penis and a finger in her ass going, what?
She said,
so Puffy tells you that
she will videotape you with fingers in the booty. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
So then I go back in the house and I ask her, what the fuck are you talking about? He said
you
you're a filmer. No, I did ask him. He's just like, whatever. He went off and did his thing. And I was
he limping?
He walked away and the nail fell out his boot.
No, I'm gonna clear this shit up because I'm not gonna have my name. I ain't gonna have my name out there crazy like that.
Go ahead.
So then he say. So then she say.
I don't remember if I've heard this.
He told me, and she was like, she started laughing like a motherfucker. I'll tell you later. So then I was like, okay,
I think I have.
Make a big deal of it, whatever. So then he's, then I guess he's had some prior incident with her that he don't want nobody to know about. You know what I'm saying? So we get into the truck. He said, let's go to this club. So everybody follows the car. The car is fucking silent. You know what I'm saying? We get to this club, and then we walk in the back way. It's a VIP lounge. Ain't nobody in there. And then, the club is going. It's all jumping. And then I'm sitting there with old girl. So then he's doing his business. We go down and get a drink. We sitting there popping to the music, and then she point over the corner. It's two dudes kissing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the fuck is this?
I have heard this.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay.
But I can't remember
there's
where.
Girls in the club too, and then she pointed another direction. It's another dude over there, like butt ass naked dancing. You know what I'm saying? We take off, man. You know what I'm saying? We leave the club directly. I didn't say peace to nobody.
I can't remember who this is though.
A lot of suspects. The club you could chalk it up. You could chalk it up to being in Miami or whatever. I've been in a gang. I've been in a gang of clubs, man.
The club was called.
And I ain't never mistakenly stepped into a club having that kind of activity. You know what I'm saying? So there it is. So we took a cab home back to where I was.
Hold on, wait. So
I'm fucking goblins.
I went to a party on Star Island in Miami, where P.Diddy has a private residence. I had no business being there. I was with a famed house producer who was DJing the party.
Sure.
And I will keep his name out of it.
Oh, this is that white guy that was on that podcast.
Took a whole bunch of ecstasy because everyone there was taking ecstasy. It was basically me and like beautiful like ethnic models, like just beautiful women who I obviously had no interest in because
that's the Big Pimpin' video.
That's not my type.
Right. We're gonna stick to Peppa, please.
Yeah, we're gonna stick to Peppa and ghouls from Us Weekly.
Right.
So I'm like kind of stumbling around. It's like it's all like my man is telling me that like every third person is some executive. Got behind the scenes guys who I don't recognize.
It's a high-end crowd.
Very high-end. And there's no joke, there's maybe 100 people.
Okay.
I mean, it is intimate.
It's a serious
I have no
party.
business being there.
Sure.
I'm in like a, like an old Jewish grandmother's windbreaker like I am now
Right.
at this exact moment.
Right.
And so, long story short, I am on ecstasy and I'm trying to find the bathroom and I can't find the bathroom and I just kind of go down a flight of stairs and now I'm in like the inner windings of the mansion because it's
that Rick Ross picture. I can't get over it.
Dragon's Lair.
Yeah,
is it real?
Serious.
So I get lost and I'm in like just a maze of rooms.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking for the bathroom. I start opening doors. One's like a closet. One's a room. It doesn't have a bathroom in it. Whatever. Every room should have a bathroom in it.
That makes sense.
First of all,
if you're in this fucking
every
dungeon,
room should have, right.
every house
So
should
I
have
open a door, and in that room there are a bunch of men, and they're all kind of like very like Romanesque, like laying about. And, kind of like very, like, kind of leaning on each other. Not really spooning, but, like, conversationally spooning. Like, if you were spooning but facing each other and, like, leaning up on your elbow and talking.
Like, how about this? Like, in public, watching TV with a bunch of your friends and you're with your girlfriends.
Right, yes.
It would be like those guys kind of lounging on their girlfriends, but they're not fucking, because that would be weird
they
in
weren't
public.
Fucking,
right.
Like, you almost think that they should be feeding each other grapes. Stuff like that.
Okay.
Like, it was very, like...
Regal lounging.
Very erotic.
Okay, all right.
Heavy erotica.
Yeah, like the drawings
Wait,
you see of, like,
what
old
is that?
Greek,
yes, right.
Was that his ass?
Or like a fact
I've never seen that either.
Side.
Yeah, it would almost be the prelude
There's
to
just
an
like
orgy.
so much.
Yes,
I'm like,
absolutely. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. It was so prelude to an orgy.
So explain.
So I look. So I'm there for a very brief amount of time because I open the door and clearly I'm not supposed to be in there. And I look, and who is lounging in my direct eye line? Puff Daddy and Felix the House Cat, famed house music producer.
Yeah, no, I know
are
who that is.
basically spooning each other. I swear to God, they're basically spooning and they're drinking a glass of Hennessy, and they're like sharing it. They're like passing it back and forth.
And everyone's talking?
And everyone's just like talking.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I see them, I'm like...
All men, though. There's not one woman in this room.
All men. And they're all 100% on ecstasy. Like, you can see Diddy's in, like, white linen being like, oh, my God. Like, rub ice on my nipples.
Right.
Like, oh, you're one of my best friends.
Right.
So, the minute I make eye contact with him, like, a gigantic bouncer comes over and says, get the fuck out. Because a lot of people turned and looked at me because it was very unexpected that, like, a fat guy with an afro,
right.
like, no shirt on, basically, like an open windbreaker, opened the door to, like, this, like...
You are kind of a buzzkill.
Definitely.
If I'm on ecstasy and getting ready for a gay orgy.
Oh, this guy. Oh, he looks like fucking you let Gene Shalit in. So, but I looked right at Puff Daddy, and he looked right at me.
Yeah.
And we made direct eye contact. And I got kicked out of the room.
Sure.
So that was that.
Yeah, fast, and obviously crazy. Fast forward.
So I was like, P.Diddy's clearly on ecstasy, and he's clearly gay.
Yeah.
So,
this one has a little sweetness to it. This one has a little sweetness to it.
I'm screaming the way they ended that video with Keke Palmer. This one has a little sweetness to it. Okay, I haven't seen some of those clips, but I've seen a majority of them. But there were some clips that I have not seen that just had me like...
It's like a group of us. I can't remember.
I know you. That's where I know you from. I know.
Where? You remember now? Oh, okay. All right. Well, now we're here. Girl, that was not what I was trying to talk about.
I just had a conversation with somebody the other day. I said, I'm really, like, I'm a, like, with a W. Like, I'm a.
But define that.
Where was I?
Like, I'm a.
Carisha, say I'm single.
I don't know who that is.
And Carisha is, of course, Young Miami from the City Girls.
Okay.
How did I miss this? When did I miss this? I'm so, like, confused, lost. But I think what scares me the most is the pain, the anger, and the assaults, and just the violence. That's what really had me terrified, as well as this trafficking situation. Like, when I saw those tanks, going in it and raiding the house, I was like, oh, it's done. Oh, it's done. And even if it ain't done, we ain't ever gonna forget this. We are not gonna forget this, especially us millennials. We're never at work. We can't. Like, it's not possible. I can't even say I'm disappointed because there's just been so many rumors for so long that I'm just sure that something has definitely happened that we don't even know about that is going to come out very, very soon. Because if anything, the stuff that's come out is already ridiculous. So I can't imagine the stuff that we don't know. You know what I mean? Because at any point, as us, as the public, what we know is always scratching the surface. Like, that's how I see things. It's like, yes, this is public knowledge for us to know and find out now. But just imagine the stuff that's like not known. The people that are not being spoken about. You know what I mean? The people who will be hidden and protected by this. Like, isn't it just mind blowing? Like, it's just it's disgusting and it's sad, and it unfortunately makes me see why his relationships with women become so violent, because you don't like them. Clearly, I mean, that's how it seems.
I don't feel like I could advocate for myself in that moment. Like, I realized, like, oh, this guy is dangerous.
I mean, offering somebody $50,000 to abort a baby, whew, he must really want it gone bad.
I mean, like the first 3-4 months, he was really nice, but then after that, he started being an asshole. So
it's all a cover up. I mean, I don't know how else not to see it. But let me know your thoughts on this Diddy situation. Let me know where you think it's going. And let me know how long you think it's going to take, because that's what a lot of the law and crime people are talking about. Especially the lawyers, the investigators, all those talking heads are saying, oh, it might be 6 months. It might be a year. It might be even longer. Like, we don't know. We're collecting evidence and blah, blah, blah. But let me know what you think, because I don't think he's going to make it out alive by the end of this year. And not necessarily, like, speaking of death, but I don't see this getting any better, and I don't see a defense that's going to be strong enough. I don't. I really, really don't. And J-Lo really got to watch herself too, because, girl, what was you doing? You know what? That's another video. Anyways, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, let me know your thoughts down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you are brand new here. I'd greatly appreciate it.
Is there more?